सुशोभित कीजिए उनको। जो एक्स्ट्रा फैन चल रहे हैं उधर इधर उनको बंद कर दीजिए भाई। इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्री आता नहीं है इधर मंदिर में। Everything costs money. Harish was telling me this morning, the water tanker is costing more than 7,000 rupees. 7,000 rupees. So nothing comes free except holy name. That's coming from Krishna himself. Hare Krishna. Jai Ho. Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Bhagavan ki. निताई गौर सुंदर भगवान की। श्रील प्रभुपाद की। Where are 2,000 congregational devotees? Kutai 2,000 congregational devotees initiated कॉन्ग्रेगेशनल लीडर्स किधर है जो बोलते हैं प्रभु जी इनको दीक्षा दिलवा दिए। हाँ, दीक्षा उतना लेना आसान नहीं है जितना उस पर चलना बड़ा मुश्किल है। दीक्षा तो मिल जाता है मगर उसके बाद फिर कुछ करते नहीं। बच्चा लोग, so they have to follow that system. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Jai Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Gopi Janavallabha गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदना ब्रज जन रंजना। यशोदनंदना ब्रज जन रंजना। यशोदनंदना ब्रज जन रंजना। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदना ब्रज जन रंजना। यशोदनंदना ब्रज जन रंजना। यशोदनंदना ब्रज जन रंजना। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदना ब्रज जन रंजना। यशोदनंदना ब्रज जन रंजना। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरि बोल। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai. Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai. Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai. Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai. Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai. Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Radhe Radhe Radhe, Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Jai Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jai Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jai Gauranita, 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 Jai Gauranita. Jai Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Jai Gaura Hari. Gaura, 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 Gaura Hari. Gaura, 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 Gaura Hari. Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Gurudev. Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Stotra Sat His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Vibhuti Founder Acharya His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Acharya Stotra Sat His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Acharya Nathalila Pravishtam Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Pravacharya Stotra Sat His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Ki. Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Pravacharya Netralila Pravishtam Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Pravacharya Netralila Pravishtam Bhakti Vinod Thakur Maharaj Ki. Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Radha Kunsham Giri Govardhana Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Ayodhya Dham Ki Jai. Dwarka Dham Ki Jai. Ramesha Badrinath Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maya Ki Jai. Mayapur Navdeep Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Jamna Mai Ki Jai. Vrindade Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai. Anant Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Ji Ki Jai. Shri Shri Nitai Gaur Sundar Bhagavan Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Distribution Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Prasad Vitran Program Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories. Shri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This morning we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, canto number 8, chapter number 5, and the verse number is 47. Kleshaburi alpasarani karmani viplani va Dehinam Vishayartana Dehinam Vishayartana Na tathaiva arpitam tvai Kleshaburi alpasarani Karmani viplani va Dehina vishayarthana Dehina vishayarthana Na tathaivarpitam tvai Na tathaivarpitam tvai Kleshaburi alpasarani Karmani viplani va Dehina vishayarthana Na tathaivarpitam tvai Mothers, word to word translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada की सभी ध्यानस्थ होके सुनने का प्रयास कीजिए। हर शब्द में एक ऐसी महिमा है जो आपके कानों के छिद्र से अंदर जाते हुए आपके हृदय में पवित्रता पैदा कर सकता। ये श्रीमद् भागवतम है। तो इसलिए अपने मन को एकाग्रता में लाने का प्रयास कीजिए। जो एकाग्र है नहीं, मगर फिर भी ऐसे अवसर पे, ऐसे प्रसंग में उसको एकाग्र करने का प्रयास करें। नहीं तो बैठे बैठे ही सो जाओगे, बैठे बैठे कहीं पहुंच जाओगे, तो भागवत की महिमा को जाने बगैर फिर भी बैठने का अनुष्ठान तो किया है, मगर उसको अच्छी तरीके से समझने का प्रयास कीजिए। क्लेशा, hardships, buri, very much, alpa, very little, sarani, good result, karmani, activities, vifalani, frustration, va, either, dehinam, of persons, vishaya arthanam, who are eager to enjoy the material world. No, not. Tatha, like that. Eva, indeed. Arpita, dedicated. Twai, unto your lordships. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki हिंदी का भी दे दीजिएगा, जैसे आप चाहें प्रभु। आप करता है, बरता है, प्रभु के दास हैं। ध्यान से सुनो, ये बड़ा अच्छा श्लोक है। आज कुछ तो गुस्सा भी आएगा और कुछ तो समझ भी आएगा। हाँ? Karmis are always anxious to accumulate wealth for their sense gratification. जिसके पास मोबाइल है बंद करके रखो। बिल्ली को घंटी कौन बांधेगा? आजकल हर कोई बांध के चल रहा है। Karmis are always anxious to accumulate wealth for their sense gratification. But for that purpose they must work very hard. Yet, even though they work hard, the results are not satisfying. Indeed, sometimes their work results only in frustration. But devotees who have dedicated their lives to the service of the Lord can achieve substantial results without working very hard. these results exceed the devotees' expectation. हाँ, हिंदी वालों के लिए भी बोलूंगा जिसको इंग्लिश समझ नहीं आता। हाँ, मोबाइल बंद कर ले भाई। कितनी बार बोलूं मैं? भागवत बोलूं या मोबाइल बंद करने के लिए बोलता रहूं? बोलते हैं ना समझ को समझ नहीं। अब तो यहां पर सभी समझ वाले ही बैठे हुए हैं, तो उनको कैसे मैं ना समझ बोलूं? कर्मी जन अपनी इंद्रिय तृप्ति के लिए सदैव धन संग्रह करने के लिए लालायित रहते हैं, किंतु इसके लिए उन्हें अत्यधिक श्रम करना पड़ता है। इतने कठोर श्रम के बावजूद भी उन्हें संतोषप्रद फल नहीं मिल पाता। निसंदेह ही कभी कभी तो उनके कर्म फल से निराशा ही उत्पन्न होती है, किंतु जिन भक्तों ने भगवान की सेवा में अपना जीवन अर्पित कर रखा है, वे कठोर श्रम किए बिना ही पर्याप्त फल प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। ये फल भक्तों की आशा से बढ़कर होते हैं। आप सभी हिंदी में दोहराएंगे या इंग्लिश में दोहराएंगे? हाँ, हिंदी। कर्मी जन अपने इंद्र तृप्ति के लिए सदैव धन संग्रह करने के लिए ललायित रहते हैं, किंतु इसके लिए उन्हें अत्यधिक श्रम करना पड़ता है। इतने कठोर श्रम के बावजूद भी उन्हें संतोषप्रद फल नहीं मिल पाता। निसंदेह ही कभी कभी तो उनके कर्म फल से निराशा ही उत्पन्न होती है, किंतु जिन भक्तों ने भगवान की सेवा में अपना जीवन अर्पित कर रखा है, वे कठोर श्रम किए बिना ही पर्याप्त फल प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। ये फल भक्तों की आशा से बढ़कर होते हैं। फिर भी ये समझ नहीं आता है सबको। Isn't it? Now listen Prabhupada's purport. And this is coming from none other than who? Who is saying this shloka? और कौन बोलेगा आपको? हाँ? असली बाप बोल रहा है। हाँ? नकली बाप नहीं, असली बाप। हम ये व्यवहारिक रूप से देख सकते हैं कि जिन भक्तों ने कृष्ण भावनामृत आंदोलन में अपना जीवन कृष्ण की सेवा में अर्पित कर दिया है, वो किस तरह बिना कठिन श्रम किए भगवान की सेवा का प्रचुर अवसर प्राप्त कर लेते हैं। वास्तव में कृष्ण भावनामृत आंदोलन केवल 40 रुपए से चालू हुआ था, ये कौन बोल रहे हैं? प्रभुपाद जी बोल रहे हैं। बोलो जोर से, श्रील प्रभुपाद की। वास्तव में कृष्ण भावनामृत आंदोलन केवल 40 रुपए से चालू हुआ था, किंतु इस समय उसके पास 40 करोड़ से भी ज्यादा अधिक संपत्ति है। बाद में तालियां ही बजाते रहे ना। अभी तो ये सूरत 40 करोड़ के लिए है ना। जब मैं असली बता दूंगा कि अभी इस वक्त इस्कॉन का कितना है, तो फिर तालियां ही बजाते रहना। हाँ? पहले तो आपको मालूम होना चाहिए कि भाई 150 करोड़ रुपया खारघर मंदिर पे तो लग ही गया। हाँ? और उसके साथ में लैंड का वैल्यू 600 करोड़ रुपया है ही। कितना हो गया? 750 करोड़ तो हो गया। हाँ? अभी 50 लगना और बाकी है कि 800 करोड़ रुपया ये नव निर्माणित मंदिर पे लग रहा है। और श्रील प्रभुपाद जी ने जब संस्था स्टार्ट किया तो 40 रुपए से स्टार्ट किया। और जब उन्होंने इसका परपट लिखा, उनके अनुमान के हिसाब से 40 करोड़ की संपत्ति ऑलरेडी हो चुकी थी। बट ये 8वां अध्याय है, 8वां कैंटो है। उस वक्त परपट लिख रहे थे। जब चैतन्य चरितामृत लिखा, वो लिखा, ये लिखा, तो उस वक्त उसका कोई अंत नहीं है। इसलिए जो 8 वास्तव में कृष्ण भावनामृत आंदोलन केवल 40 रुपए से चालू हुआ था, किंतु इस समय उसके पास 40 करोड़ से भी अधिक की संपत्ति है, जो 8-10 वर्षों के भीतर ही प्राप्त की गई। कोई भी कर्मी इतनी तेजी से अपने व्यापार में उन्नति करने की आशा नहीं रख सकता। साथ ही कर्मी जो कुछ प्राप्त करता है वो नाशवान है और कभी कभी निराशाजनक भी, किंतु कृष्ण भावनामृत में सब कुछ प्रेरणापद एवं प्रगति लाने वाला है। कृष्ण भावनामृत आंदोलन कर्मियों के बीच अधिक लोकप्रिय नहीं है, क्योंकि वो आंदोलन अवैध मैथुन, मांसाहार, जुआ खेलने तथा मादक द्रव्य सेवन से दूर रहने की संस्तुति करता है। ये ऐसे प्रतिबंध है जिन्हें कर्मी बहुत नापसंद करते हैं। फिर भी इतने सारे शत्रुओं के होते हुए भी ये आंदोलन बिना किसी अवरोध के प्रगति करता जा रहा है। यदि भक्तगण कृष्ण के चरण कमलों पे अपने जीवन को समर्पित करके इस आंदोलन का प्रसार करते रहें, तो इसे कोई भी रोक नहीं सकेगा। वो बिना किसी सीमा के आगे बढ़ सकेगा। हरे कृष्ण का जप करो। द लास्ट hit Prabhupada is giving what? हरे कृष्ण का जप करो। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामीति नामने। Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyati Deshitarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gorduse Namah. Namo Brahmane Devaya Go Brahmahitaya Cha Jagatitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namah. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Damastate Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishamanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Bre. Vancha Kalpatrubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhe Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Thank you very much for coming to this Sunday program. Those who will be endeavoring to participate in these programs, successful in their lives, and they will be progressing in their lives very, very sincerely. That's what we humbly request. Haribol Prabhu, tell that boy to come who is chanting outside. Call these all boys there. So, Srila Prabhupada has created this wonderful program, Mangalarti, Guru Puja, class, Kirtan, Jap session, Sandhya Arti, Bhagavad Gita class. So this is meant for our spiritual progress. This is the compassion of an Acharya who has woven this wonderful program for people who want to de-entangle themselves from material activities and go back home, back to Godhead. There is no dearth of temples in India or in the world. There are many Hindu temples all over the world, but none of the Hindu temples have these programs available except ISKCON programs. So that's why you will see all over the globe there is a radical change in the Sanatan Dharma. People are getting completely crazy how this movement is vigorously progressing and expanding, because the endeavor of all of us is to see that we make a radical change in our lives and we also help others to become Krishna Bhaktas. So this constant endeavor by the devotees is putting this whole movement on the globe map. Because there is an compassion and an endeavor of the devotees to carry out this message of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam all over the globe. We all know we are all jivas, part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and by the compassionate nature of an Acharya, they travel, they chant, they recite, they propagate, they narrate unlimited pastimes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, through these wonderful Bhagavad Kathas, Bhagavad classes. And those who are getting tasteful in this, they will try to also tell others. They will not wait and waste their times in Sunday watching television, killing their soul anonymously, and forgetting themselves and forgetting their relationship with Krishna. But those who are progressing on the path of spiritual life, they want to see this material world is anyway a bad bargain. But why cannot I make use of at least Sunday, which is coming from all the governments, that Sunday को छुट्टी कर ले तू भाई. विदेशों में सैटरडे को भी छुट्टी रहता है. तो इस तरीके से अभी यहाँ पर भी आस्ता आस्ता होने लगा है. तो सैटरडे संडे 2 दिन आपको मिलता है कि एटलीस्ट आप प्रांगण में आके अपने निष्ठापूर्वक जप करें, कथा सुने, प्रसाद पाएं, भगवत कार्य में निबंधित हो जाएं, लोगों को जो मंदिर में आ रहे हैं उनको सिखाएं. इस तरीके से ये कार्यक्रम जीव के कल्याण के लिए. कोई भी कार्य आचार्य करते हैं वो सब जीवों के लिए कल्याण के लिए ही करते. करेक्ट. सो यहां पर हम ये इस प्रसंग में देख रहे हैं ब्रह्मा जी सभी देवताओं के साथ में भगवान को अपील कर रहे हैं, भगवान का गुणानुवर्धन कर रहे हैं, भगवान के प्रोवेस का गीत गा रहे हैं. हाँ, even the demigods are doing that. So we are in this material world. We are in practically material world is controlled by Devi Dham is the lowest. You see that everybody is indulging in nowadays Navratra Palan kar rahe. Isn't it? Everybody is indulging in Navratra Palan karne ke liye. Mata ji ka fasting kar rahe hain. मगर यही कर्मियों से पूछिए कि आप एकादशी पालन करते हैं क्या, तो उसी वक्त बोलेंगे कि डॉक्टर ने बोला मेरे को एकादशी नहीं फॉलो कर सकते हैं. Isn't it? The same karmi will tell you that I cannot follow. मेरे को डॉक्टर ने बोला ये मत करो. अरे भाई तुमको एकादशी में सब कुछ खा सकते, सिर्फ ग्रेन नहीं खाना. नहीं, डॉक्टर ने बोल दिया. Because at core karmi has no interest in progressing on the path of spiritual life. He has no taste. So that is why it is said here, I would like to give you some description of Brahma Samhita, where we are getting the complete description of the Devi Dham and what the materialistic people are doing. गोलोकनाम्नि निजदाम्नि तलेशतस्या देवी महेश हरिदामेषु तेषु तेषु ते ते प्रभाव निश्चय विहितश्च येन गोविंदमादि पुरुषं तमां भजामि. ब्रह्मा जी अपनी ब्रह्म संहिता में बता रहे हैं Lowest of all is located Devi Dham. Mundane world, यानी कि प्रिजन हाउस. इस प्रिजन हाउस की रक्षा कौन करती है? देवी करती है. 18 भुजा से वो इसका निरीक्षण करती है और हर 18 भुजे के जितने भी शस्त्र हैं वो सब देवी देवताओं ने उनको प्रदान किए हैं. 18 भुजे, 9 इस साइड 9 इन साइड, है ना. तो 18 में जो शस्त्र वस्त्र है सब उनको देवताओं ने ही प्रदान किया हुआ है. नेक्स्ट above is the Mahesh Dham, abode of Mahesha. Above Mahesh Dham is a place Hari Dham, abode of Hari. And above them all is located Krishna's own realm named Goloka Dham. हरि धाम का मतलब भी ये होता है कि वैकुंठ धाम. बट वैकुंठ धाम के ऊपर क्या है? गोलोक धाम. I adore the primal Lord Govinda who has allotted these respective authorities to the rulers of those graded realms. श्रील प्रभुपाद जी का सुंदर ट्रांसलेशन देखिए, ग्रेडेड realms. समझ गए ना? इस पूरी यूनिवर्सल सिचुएशन को भगवान ने कैसे देवी देवताओं में निरीक्षण के लिए बांट दिया है. और हम किस धाम में आ रहे हैं? देवी धाम में आ रहे हैं. इसलिए यहां पर सभी क्या बोल रहे हैं? जय माता दी, जय माता दी. Isn't it? So, because we are in the prison house and Devi is controlling it, she is like a jailer, we are like the prisoners, but prison is for the person who has committed mistake, and who stays outside the prison is free bird, like we. But still we are in the prison house. But we are not in Taloja jail, isn't it? So those who are in a Taloja jail, they have committed offenses here, but those who have committed offenses over there, we are all there. Correct? You got it? So here also we are trying to please Devi so that she can make us comfortable in this material world. Try to understand. Sab matao, dhyan se suno. So that we can become comfortable. So Prabhupada ji gives us wonderful example which you must have heard many a times. When a president of India goes to Tihar jail, so he tries to meet every prisoner in the different cell. So he says that every prisoner has got his own requisition. Somebody says, sir, मैं इसी रोटी के लिए बहुत बाहर पाप किया, अब यहाँ पर आया हूँ तो यहाँ पर बरोबर रोटी नहीं मिल रहा है मेरे को, तो आप ज़रा जेलर साहब को बोल देंगे 2-4 चपाती मेरे लिए ज़्यादा बना दे. 26 जनवरी के दिन गए थे ना वो, कौन? प्रेसिडेंट साहब. तो उस दिन वो रिक्वेस्ट सुन रहा है सबका, तो बोला ठीक है इसका 4 चपाती और कर दो. हाँ, फिर दूसरे प्रिजन में चले जाओ, बोले मैंने संसार में काला पाप तो किया, मगर ये काले कारागार में क्यों रख रहे हैं मेरे को, जरा इसको व्हाइट वॉश करवा दीजिए ताकि मुझे लगे कि मैं सही जगह पे बैठा हूं. तो उसने बोला ठीक है इसका कारागार को भी व्हाइट कर दो. जीवन भर उसने काले कारनामे किए, इसलिए तिहाड़ जाल में आ गया. इसी तरीके से हर प्रिजन में जाके हर प्रिजनर के कुछ न कुछ रिक्विजिशंस रहते हैं. तो प्रेसिडेंट साहब 26 जनवरी के दिन ओके 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 कर रहे हैं. तो वहां पर देखा कि एक प्रिजनर हाउस प्रिजन में बैठा हुआ है, वो ध्यानस्थ होके बैठा हुआ है। प्रेसिडेंट साहब अंदर आए, वो उठा नहीं। क्या उठा नहीं, वो चुपचाप वहीं पे बैठे हुए हैं। तो प्रेसिडेंट साहब आए, बोले क्या बात है, तुम्हारी स्वास्थ्य वगैरह सब ठीक है? बोला मैं ठीक हूं मगर ठीक भी नहीं हूं। बोले क्या हुआ? बोले मैं अपने अपराधों को मार्जन करने के लिए इस प्रिजन में तो आ गया और ये गवर्नमेंट ठीक है मुझे इधर डाल दिया, मगर अब क्या हो गया कि मैं बहुत सालों से यहां पर सड़ रहा हूं। क्या सड़ रहा हूं? देखिए दाढ़ी वाड़ी बढ़ गई मेरी। मैं जब आया था उस वक्त मेरा एज था 25 साल का, अभी मैं 60 साल का हो गया, क्योंकि जीवन भर का कारागार मेरे को मिला था, सेल्फ imprisonment. But now I have realized what I did was very wrong. But I came to know from the jailer that you are the only authority person who can set me free from this jail. Can I beg you on this day, can you set me from this jail free? I promise you, I'm not going to make any more mistakes or crime again. I promise you that. Seeing the seriousness of this prisoner, he also becomes serious. So he comes and tells the jailer, how many years he has been here? He says, sir, already he has passed almost about 20 years. So how many years more to go? He says that he's got a self-imprisonment here till he dies. So that, can you just set him free now? He's realized now. So he says, okay, set him free. And he becomes very happy. And he comes out and he's completely shaved properly. And he says that even मेरा बाल ऊपर सा जो निकला हुआ है वो बड़ा लंबा, उसको भी साफ कर देता हूं। तो वहां पर सीतामोहन प्रभु जैसे कोई थे इंपॉर्टेंट, उन्होंने उसके सर पे चुटिया भी रख दिया। हाँ, नहीं तो पूरा चुटिया वुटिया के साथ ही कर देते ना आजकल। तो चुटिया मतलब क्या है कि ये वक्त है, तो चुटिया रख दिया उसको। प्रिजन हाउस से निकल गया, सब लोग बोले बहुत अच्छा बहुत अच्छा, केक काटो, बर्थडे हो गया, वो हो गया, ये हो गया। बट व्हेन ही इज गोइंग आउट after many years, he's feeling so blissful. He's feeling something very different. Because he was rightly situated in the material world, yet thinking about how he can set himself free from the prison house. And when he came into the prison house of the material world, he found himself completely set free. But somebody told him that you chant the holy name of the Lord, you will enjoy the bliss more nicely. And he started chanting the holy name of the Lord. And you will see so many prisoners coming out of the prison house in Western Arkansas and many dreaded prison houses. They are freed and they become very nice devotees. So my dear friends, this is here what it is saying that the realm of a Goloka stands highest above all others. Brahma, looking up to the higher position of Goloka, is speaking of other realms from the point of view of his own realm. When you are set free, ध्यान से सुनिए, when you are set free from the clutches of these karmic reactions, when you understand the prowess and blessings of the Acharya, then instantly you come to know the situation, how fortunate you are that you are chanting the holy name of the Lord and you have got a guru who can set free from material world also, and you are really understanding the spiritual kingdom very nicely, where you set your eyes onto the spiritual world, ultimate goal of life, that is Golokadham. And that's what a devotee is trying to cultivate, the knowledge. But in the material world, people are suffering in the material world, thinking that they are going to gratify their senses, thinking that they are going to work hard, and from these hard endeavors, if they are not happy, still unsatisfied, they may have the Mercedes Benz, they may have the limousines, they may have everything, because they have not set themselves free from the karmic reactions. They have not surrendered to an acharya, they have not surrendered to the holy name. There will be always suffering, suffering and suffering. Sometimes they will be pleased by the results, and sometimes they are not pleased with the result, and that is called material world. I can understand the situation of a materialistic person, but I cannot understand the situation who comes to the lotus feet of Krishna, lotus feet of a guru, by surrendering 100% and vowing to chant the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. We feel very sorry for those people who have vowed to chant the 16 malas, vowed to follow the guru, vowed to come to the temple. Why they are clinging to the material activities still in their lives? That means the process of initiation which has been given to them out of compassion, they are not utilizing it properly for the progress of their spiritual life. I don't want you to become unfortunate, guys. In spite of you taking initiations, in spite of vowing to chant 16 malas, in spite of refraining 4 sinful activities, are we demanding too much from you that you should come on Saturdays and Sundays, if at all you have holidays, completely from Mangalarti to Sandhya Arati? When we are providing you free meal all the times? What hankering you have in the material world that you tend to spend your initiated life in the walls of your home, tiny home? What makes you to remain in your home with your children? Because you are so attached. What makes you to remain in your home? Because you are attached to your own your karmic reactions or fruits of your karma, or your so-called friends. That's why, my dear brothers and sisters, we have to become serious in spiritual life. You are the future. And if you are not strong enough in your sadhana bhakti, if you are not strong in cultivating knowledge, if you are not strong in chanting your 16 malas, you are not strong in your, how you can inspire others to become Krishna conscious? If you are suffering yourself, how can you take somebody out of the suffering? This is a very clear description of this today's purport given by Srila Prabhupada. Devidam consisting of 14 worlds, Satyaloka etc. Next above Devidam is located Shivdam, one portion of which is called Mahakal Dham, is enveloped in darkness. Interpenetrating this portion of Shivdam, there shines the Sadashivlok, full of great light. Above the same appears the Haridham, or the transcendental Vaikuntha Loka, the potency of Devidam in the form of extension of Maya, and that of Shivaloka, consisting of time, space and matter, are the potency of the separated particles pervaded by the numeral reflections of the subjective portion of the divinity. But Haridham is ever resplendent with transcendental majesty, and great splendor of sweetness predominates over all other majesties in Goloka. The Supreme Lord Govinda, by his own direct and indirect power, has constituted those respective potencies of those realms. Then there is another shloka of Brahma Samhita, number 44, which we must understand. Shrishti Sthita Pralaya Sadhana Sakti Rekha Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Bimarti Durga Ichhanurupamapi Yasya Chatetasa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. The external potency Maya, who is of the nature of the shadow of Chit potency, is worshipped by all people as Durga, the creating, preserving and destroying agency of this mundane world. I adore the primal Lord Govinda, in accordance with whose will Durga conducts herself. Samajh aaya? Then Srila Prabhupada in the same shloka makes us understand what? The world in which Brahma takes his stand and hymns the Lord of Goloka is Devi Dham, consisting of 14 worlds, and Durga is its presiding deity. She is 10-armed, representing the tenfold fruitive activities. She rides on the lion, representing her heroic prowess. She tramples down Mahisasura, representing the subduer of vices. Representing the, subduer of vices. But my dear friends, those who are following sometimes all the incarnations of Devi, they are not free from the vices. They indulge in meat eating, they indulge in gambling, they indulge in intoxication, they indulge in chilam, they indulge in all sort of nonsense. She is subduer of all the vices, but the followers are not subdued. This is the pathetic situation of the so-called karmis who try to indulge in the Devi part or Devi puja, but they are not able to overcome their vices in their life. That is why Krishna Bhakti is so potent that it can prevail on every one of us instantly, and in due course of a time we will emerge as wonderful devotees on the path of spiritual life, because the first thing is to see that we practice 4 principles in our life: chanting, and then no meat eating, no gambling, intoxication, no illicit sex, no other things. When you tend to be in that level of consciousness, and in that situation, when you are there for a long time, you are 4 years, 5 years, 6 years chanting the holy name of the Lord, you get purified. You are purified so that you can receive the mercy of a guru in the form of initiation. And when you are getting the initiation from a guru, Vaishnavacharya is not different from Krishna himself, because he comes to this Devi Dham to claim all the fallen souls by giving them the seed mantra of Krishna consciousness, so that they can come back to Goloka Dham. They should not get stuck up on the way. So initiation is not an fashion, my dear brothers and sisters. Initiation is a commitment out of your core of the heart to purify your existence in this material world. And then when you're chanting for umpty numbers of times and umpty numbers of years, when you're chanting, then you become qualified for a Brahman Diksha. Brahman Diksha is not an easy process. It is purifying, and your subtle consciousness and the is purified for 5 years, 10 years. And then the Guru says that now you should take a second initiation, so that you can enter into the Garbhagriha, where you can do direct service to their lordships. Shri Radha Madan Mohan Ji, Shri Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Ji, Shri Gaur Nitai Ji. where you get an opportunity to touch the utensils of Lord, where you get an opportunity to cook for the Lord, where you are supposed to learn how to do Sandhya, where you learn Sandhya 3 times Gayatri. Morning Gayatri is before sunrise. Midday Gayatri is 12 o'clock when the sun is up straight on your head. And Sandhya, third Sandhya, is after the sunset. Sometimes I see the crazy teachers within the society tell them, अगर तुमने पहला गायत्री नहीं किया, दूसरा गायत्री नहीं किया, शाम को तीनों गायत्री कर लेना. This rascaldom is not allowed in this temple. When you are initiated, you must do Trisandhya. You must chant your Gayatris in front of Prabhupada in the morning. You must chant your Gayatri in the mid-noon. You must chant your Gayatri in the evening. You cannot do 3 Gayatris in one day, in the evening. This is a special instruction for those people who are trying to teach people on a Brahmanical path. I heard some people instructing some people like that. Don't become pseudo-gurus. Don't look for a naam, pratishtha and everything. Just tum bhi kuch karoge. Whatever you say to them. This is nonsense. I don't want to name some people who are doing this in this temple. And don't undermine my situation, my spiritual life here. As I said earlier, those who want initiation, I want to see them all the time in class. Jagat Krishna Prabhu, all 2,000 people should be every Sunday in the class here. All the leaders should be in the class here. Anybody wants to recommend any class initiation, the leader should be also in my classes. Otherwise, I'm going to reject every person. I am humble. That doesn't mean that I can be always humble. I am humble because I can engage every fallen soul in the service of Radha Madan Mohanji. I am humble because we have to build such a huge mammoth temple. I am humble because I am not telling you so that you can follow the instructions very humbly, very nicely. I am humble because I am not telling the leaders because their Shraddha, Bhakti is very komal. They can run away. मैं चला जाऊंगा यहाँ से. प्रभु जी बहुत डांटते हैं. नहीं तो क्या चामर करूंगा तुमको? Chamar karun kya? If you are not getting up the morning programs, if you have no consistency in devotional service, you are not coming to Mangalarti, Guru Puja classes, do you think that I can become Chamar person here? Prabhupada ji didn't make me the Chamar person here. We have sweated here for 15 years, 16 years, and how can you just be enjoying a mood here? It's the abode of tapasya. It's an abode of spiritual taste, developing place. So while we are studying this whole thing here, Srila Prabhupada ji says in the purport, the world in which Brahma takes his stand and hymns of the Lord of Goloka is Devi Dham, consisting of 14 worlds, and Durga is the representative. Okay? She is the mother of 2 sons, Kartikeya and Ganesha, representing beauty and success. Okay? She is placed between Lakshmi and Saraswati. representing mundane opulence and mundane knowledge. She is armed with 20 weapons, representing the various pious activities enjoined by the Vedas for the suppression of vices. She holds the snake, representing the beauty of destructive time. Such is Durga, possessing all these manifold forms. Durga is possessed of a Durga, which means a prison house. When Jiva was forgotten of the marginal potency, that is Tatastha Shakti, we are Tatastha Shakti, forget the service of Krishna. They are confined in the mundane prison house. The citadel of Durga, the wheel of karma, is the instrument of punishment at this place. The work of purifying these penalized jivas is the duty developed upon Durga. She is incessantly engaged in discharging the same by the will of Govinda. Unluckily, the forgetfulness of Govinda on the part of imprisoned jiva is remarked by them by coming in contact with the self-realized souls. Their natural aptitude for the loving service of Krishna is aroused. You can understand the importance of a Vaishnava. It's not bloody a small thing. It's not like a materialistic leader or something, professor in college or something. It's a Vaishnava parampara. It's a Vaishnava parampara. And through these Vaishnavas, you are getting purified by the touch of their association. Now, how can you take it so easily? How can you take this thing, the time, the wheel of time is passing all the time. You're going towards death. You cannot take it so easily. Durga herself then becomes the agency of their deliverance by the will of Govinda. So it behooves everyone to obtain the godliness grace of Durga, the mistress of this prison house, by propitiating her with the selfless service of Krishna. Selfless service to Krishna. Who is doing? Durga is doing. The boons received from Durga in the shape of wealth, property, recovery from illness, of wives, sons should be realized at deluding kindness of Durga. The mundane physical jubilations of Das Mahavidya, the 10 goddesses or forms of Durga are elaborated for the delusion of feathered souls of this world. Jiva is spiritual atomic part of Krishna. समझ रहे हैं? हम भगवान के अंश हैं, मगर हम माया में हैं, माया जगत में हैं. When he forgets his service to Krishna, he is at once deflected from attracting the power of Maya in this material world. Krishna bhuliya jeev, bhog vancha kare. हाँ? आती है क्या खंडाला? और फिर इसको ही गाते रहते हैं हम लोग. हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र को तो गाते नहीं है. Then we have all the agencies making us to sink in the material world. Whether it is Bollywood, whether it's a Bollywood music, whether it is any attraction to the material world, or whether it is all the advertisements of mundane world where you are gratified by different proposal of gratifying the senses. You get entrapped in it. And then when he forgets the service of Krishna, he is at once deflected from attracting the power of Maya in this material world, who throws him into the whirlpool of mundane fruitive activity. Karma, by confining in a gross body constituted by 5 material elements, Panchabhuta Sharir milta hai, there are 5 attributes and 11 senses, resembling the garb of a prisoner. In this whirlpool, Jiva has experience of happiness and miseries. We are relating to the shloka today. Okay? So we are connecting this point with this point. Heaven or hell, besides that there is a subtle body consisting of the mind, intelligence, ego, inside the gross body. By means of the subtle body, the jiva forsakes one gross body and takes recourse to another. The jiva cannot get rid of the subtle body full of nescience and evil desires until unless he is liberated. On getting rid of the subtle body, he bathes in the viraja and goes up to Haridham. Such are the duties performed by Durga in accordance with the will of Govinda. In Bhagavat Shloka, Vilajayamanaya Durdhya, the relationship between Durga and the conditioned soul has been described. Durga, worshipped by the people of this mundane world, is Durga described above. But the spiritual Durga mentioned in the mantra, which is the outer covering of the spiritual realm of the Supreme Lord, is the eternal maid servant of Krishna. And is therefore the transcendental reality whose shadow, the Durga of this world, functions in the mundane world as her maid servant. So this is what is the situation. But there is a hope. There is a hope which last Sunday I mentioned to you in Narada Bhakti Sutra. I hope you remember that shloka. What was that shloka? Last time I said there is a hope. There is a hope. What is that? Kastarati mayam ya sangam tyajate yo mahan bhavam sevate nirmamo bhavati. When you render service to who is not attached to the material world, that's your spiritual master. Who can cross this beyond the illusion? One who abandons material association. One who can get rid of the karmic reactions of his karma. One who tries to rise above from a karmi situation. Then serves the sages and becomes selfless. जब तक वैष्णवों की सेवा नहीं करेंगे तब तक तुम्हारे जीवन की ये भौतिक प्रवृत्तियां और भौतिक चीजों को भोगने की अभिलाषा और भौतिक संसार में भोगने की भावनाएं खत्म नहीं हो सकती हैं. इसलिए बताते हैं कस्तरती, who can cross over, who can transcend this? One who associates only with the transcendental people who have delinked themselves from this material world, they can go back home, back to God, then only. That is why we consider a Vaishnava Acharya, Vaishnava Guru, 4 Sampradayas, Brahma Sampradaya, Sri Sampradayas, Kumar Sampradaya, and Mahesh Sampradaya. We consider them as the Vaishnava Sampradayas. When you come in contact with the Vaishnavas, then there is a possibility that you can cross over this Nisan and go back home, back to God in this lifetime. But it depends upon your consciousness. When you give up the propensities of lording over the material nature, when you give up the propensity of enjoying the material world, then only. So who helps you? Holy name helps you. Holy person helps you. Holy dham helps you. Holy association helps you. All that is consisting of holy, holy, holy. It is making you real holy. Even if you at the time you are born in a Hiranyakashipu's family, who will say that Bhagavan kuch nahi hai, main hi Bhagavan hu, tum Bhagavan. Then out of that situation also, when Prahlad becomes in that family, he comes in association with the sadhu, Narada Muni. Prahlad gets transformed. And for him it's very easy to transform other demons also, because he is convinced. He is completely convinced, without the shelter of a Hari and Hari Bhakta, I cannot transform you. He is praising Narada. He is always praising the Guru. A disciple is always praising the Guru who transformed his life. He doesn't say that I have become a better than my Guru. Huh? He always chants the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Even if he is in the midst of the demons, my dear friends, he will become victorious. He will change his demonistic association to divine association. Bhajaman Narayana, Narayana, Hari Hari. Hari Hari, Hari Hari. Bhajaman Narayana, Narayana, Hari Hari. Bhajaman Narayana, Narayana, Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So when you are sitting in the assembly of the Vaishnavas chanting the holy name of the Lord, even if a demon comes from the gate here, he will also get transformed. You see, in the kingdom of Hiranyakashipu, there were only demons and demon children, but Prahlad Maharaj did the Anushthan of chanting the holy name of the Lord. He chanted the holy name of the Lord in a subtle mind and subtle consciousness, and then he started spreading everything very nicely, the Kirtan movement, and you saw that all the children became divine. All the children became divine. And when there are 2,000 congregational devotees sitting here, sitting over there, they're chanting the holy name of the Lord, what will happen? Whoever will come to that place, who will come to listen this holy name, they will get transformed. They will automatically, because उनके कानों के छिद्र से ये नाम गिरेगा और उस नाम से उनका काम हो जाएगा. इसमें अटूट विश्वास होना चाहिए जप करने वाले, कीर्तन करने वालों को और सब भक्तों को. नारद जी के एक टच से प्रहलाद महाराज शुद्ध हो गए और प्रहलाद महाराज शुद्ध भक्त हो गए. उन्होंने राक्षसों के बच्चों को भी भक्त बना दिया. वर्तमान स्थिति बहुत गंभीर है. हर तरह राक्षस ही राक्षस है. हर जगह राक्षस है. मगर अगर ये हरि नाम हम जपते रहेंगे तो इन राक्षसों को परिवर्तन करने का जो अनुष्ठान श्रील प्रभुपाद जी ने हमको सिखाया, उन्होंने दिखाया राक्षसों को परिवर्तन करके. जो मदिरापान, व्यभिचार सब कुछ करते थे, इस होली नेम से उनको उनका जीवन चेंज कर दिया. राक्षस प्रवृत्ति क्या है? ये भौतिक संपत्ति मेरी है, ये मेरी पत्नी है, ये मेरा बेटा है, ये मेरा जागीर है, ये मेरा सोना की लंका है, ये मेरा पास सब कुछ है, मैं अब मृत्यु पे विजय करने के लिए आ चुका हूं, मैं मृत्यु पे विजय करना चाहता हूं। अरे मूर्ख, तुम मृत्यु पे विजय कभी नहीं प्राप्त कर सकता। भले ही तुम ब्रह्मा जी के पास भी जाओगे, शिव जी के पास भी जाओगे, दुर्गा जी के पास भी जाओगे, कोई तुमको बचा नहीं सकता जब अगर वो मारने पे तुला हुआ है। तुमने अपना कोशिश तो बहुत किया, बहुत कोशिश किया कि मैं मरूं नहीं, अंदर नहीं, मंदिर नहीं, उधर नहीं, इधर नहीं। हाँ, भगवान ने बोला ठीक है, मैं आ रहा हूं तुम्हारे लिए। तुमने बहुत प्लान किया, बहुत प्लान किया, मगर मैं तुम्हारे प्लान को विसफल कर दूंगा। न नर में आए, हाँ, न पशु में आए, आधा नर आधा पशु, न अंदर न बाहर, न संध्या के टाइम, न रात्रि के टाइम, न सुबह के टाइम, संध्या के टाइम। ये भौतिक व्यक्ति के कल्पना से बाहर है। भगवान इसीलिए बोलते हैं यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजामि परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय दुष्कृतम् धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे। सतयुग में नरसिंह भगवान आ गए, प्रहलाद महाराज को बचा दिए, और नरसिंह भगवान अनगिनत दशावतारों में एक है। हाँ, दिस इज द appearance of Dashavatars. In the previous verse it is said these Dashavatars are beyond the intellect, beyond the conception of a materialistic person, that how Lord can develop his forms. Whether it is Narsingh Bhagavan, whether it is Varaha Avatar, whether it is Kurma Avatar, whether it is Matsya Avatar, these are all beyond. उनको क्या लगता है? ये mythology है. These rascals think that this is mythology, but the devotees understand the power of Bhagavan, Adbhutam. He is Adbhutam. Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadi, Anantarupam, Adyam, Puranam, Purusham, Navayovanam. So he is beyond the intellect of the demons, but the devotees he gives the pleasure by appearing again and again. So the devotees, all of us, we are very happy that 500 years back Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advented. He is the same Hari, he is the same Balram, Nityananda Prabhu. He is wooing all of us to go back home, back to Godhead by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So what happens when the Lord is wooing us by giving this holy name of the Lord? We should cling to this holy name. अपने हाथ से छूटे नहीं. जब पिताजी आपको कोई गिफ्ट देते हैं तो आप बोलते हैं ये मेरे पिताजी ने मेरे को बचपन में दिया था जब मैं ग्रेजुएट बना था, ये मेरी मेमोरीज हैं. यस और नो? इसी तरीके से भगवान ने हमको ये होली नेम दिया है. आपको इस भवसागर से तरने के लिए ये कभी भी हमारे हाथ से, मुख से छूटना नहीं चाहिए. और इस तरीके से आप इच्छा द्वेष, जो कर्मियों का जीवन होता है, उससे ऊपर उठोगे. इच्छा और द्वेष से. जब इच्छा और द्वेष से ऊपर उठोगे तब जाके भगवान के सेवा में लग सकते हो. फिर It's a possibility. क्या? जो इन सब चीजों से ऊपर उठ जाता है, सातरति सातरति लोकम स्तरयंती. That person, he's going to cross over this ocean of miseries, one who has transcended modes of the material nature, ichha, dvesh, and so many other things. He is going to cross over because he's clinging to the lotus feet of a spiritual master, and he's remembering Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. He is getting the holy name from a divine guru. He is following the instruction of a divine Lord. Under these two wonderful situations, the person who is jiva is loitering in this material world, he rises up, and then he goes back home, back to God, chanting the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. But for that, you have to be completely focused on reading Bhagavatam. There is one shloka, Naradji is saying, Yo Vedan api sannyasati kevalam achhe anuragam labhate. Then that person who renounces even the Vedas obtains exclusive, uninterrupted attraction of God, because you are reading Srimad the Bhagavatam, ripened fruit of all the Vedic literature, written by Vyasadeva in his maturation. Every Sunday, every day, you are reading Bhagavatam. By simply reading this Bhagavatam, you will go back home, back to Godhead. And that is 100% sure and 100% guaranteed. But only thing is, we have to become stronger and stronger and stronger in our abhyas of Bhakti Yoga. If you do that, my dear friends, your faces will be always lit with divinity. Your faces will be always very happy. Your faces will be bright with smiles, and you will not hang your face at any time in distress or gloominess, or because you will not be attracted to this, the fruits of your karma. कभी ज़्यादा तो कभी कम, उसके अंतर्गत आपकी खुशियों की सीमा चढ़ती और बढ़ती नहीं रहेंगी, क्योंकि आपकी खुशी तो केवल भगवत नाम से बनी रही है. It is constantly there with you if you follow the rules and regulations all the time and chant the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Thank you very much. ये तालियां प्रभुपाद जी के लिए, ये तालियां आपके लिए, मेरे लिए नहीं भाई. मैं तो एक अधम जीव हूं. मैं खुद ही अपने इंद्रियों और अपने मन और ये शरीर, भारी भरकम शरीर से लड़ रहा हूं. आपके आशीर्वाद से मैं भी थोड़ा भक्ति में आ जाऊंगा, अच्छी तरह से रख सकता हूं. मगर आई वांट टू सी दैट all the 2000 congregational devotees without fail should be next Sunday here. Jagat Krishna Prabhu, the leader of the everybody, even if they are staying in Timbuktu, they have to come here for Mangalarti. They have to spend here for Darshanarti. They have to come for a Guru Puja. They have to read the Srimad Bhagavatam. They have to eat prasadam together. They have to serve prasadam. They have to cook prasadam. They have to clean the temple. They have to clean your inner core of your heart by rendering devotional service. Don't shirk from this devotional service. Even if you have to take a shit from this Hare Krishna land from here to there, that will purify your existence. Keep on doing seva. That will be giving you the real access to Krishna. Nobody is above this. All the leaders, those who are preaching in the congregational devotees, I'm going to be tougher and tougher with them, whether he is Ram Girdari, Ram Krishna, anybody, any person, whether it's any person. They have to be here. And all the congregational devotees who have got initiated, they have to be here. It is directive of all the governing body commissions. It's a complete direction from directly all the gurus. And there is no compromise in that. Do you agree with me? Yes. You are with me? Yes. Raise your hands in prayers. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Thank you very much. We all have to be, क्या बोलते हैं ना? What is that? They say all in sync with each other. Then only we will relish whole bhakti very, very nicely. है ना Prabhuji? Thank you. Vaishnavangri Prabhuji is stamping it. He said that yes, 100%. Any questions or any comments? Yes, two questions. 1 and 2, yes. And all the roजगार come from her only. Okay. This material world, 14 lokas, this is all 14 lokas. After that there is Mahesh Dham, then after that is, different incarnation of the Supreme Lord. Ultimately, as Brahma Samhita is saying, and as you have seen that the Goloka chart, you can see furthermore which Vaikuntha planets are where and who are the deities in the particular place and where is Mahesh Dham. And as Prabhupada ji is explaining in the Brahma Samhita purport, there is also, Sadashiv Dham and all that stuff. So all these things are there in a big chart. You can all see that very, very nicely and convince yourself to understand that Goloka Dham is the topmost planet where Krishna is residing. Any, yes, Prabhu, your question. Huh? Because people are interested in material world only about this. Mundane Lakshmi, mundane knowledge, and mundane success. Isn't it? But they are not looking for real Lakshmi. If they become asli real Lakshmi ke bhi bhakt ban jayenge, they will become Vishnu's bhakta. But they are looking for paisa kidhar hai? Unko lagta hai yahi paisa hai, yahi Lakshmi hai. सरस्वती कौन सी है? सरस्वती आएगी भागवतम से, मगर हम लोग कौन से सरस्वती के पीछे पड़े हुए हैं? भौतिक संसार के. ये सभी माताएं आपको आशीर्वाद बरसेंगी जिस वक्त आप कृष्ण के नाम से धय धय करते नाचते होंगे. तो दे विल ऑल्सो ब्लेस यू. तो प्रभुपाद जी बता रहे हैं कि देखिए, उन्होंने उनके पास में 40 रुपया था, मगर भक्त जो है उसको कभी चिंता ही नहीं है. आप सब लोगों को मालूम है ना कि 15 साल पहले यहां पर क्या था? कुछ नहीं था. यस या नो? किसको याद? भूल तो नहीं गए? ये पहले से ही नहीं था. यहां पर पहले पैडी फील्ड था. 7 साल लगे हमको लैंड लेने में. स्ट्रगल किया, भक्त लोगों ने स्ट्रगल किया. प्रभु जी एकलव्य बिल्डिंग में रहते हैं, वहां पर हम लोग एकलव्य में थे, हम लोग बिल्डिंग में थे, फ्लैट में थे. So this is all by surrendering to Guru and Krishna. If I make myself standing outside, बोला प्रभु जी मेरे को अपने लिए पैसा दे दो, कोई देगा मेरे को? When you are giving to Krishna, when you are taking on behalf of Krishna, then everybody gives you. If anybody takes from himself, then he's completely bhogi. It's completely nonsense. So that's why Srila Prabhupada said that we are representatives. We have to be very pure. Every rupee what somebody is giving, you bow down to him, because he is giving to Krishna. He's giving for Krishna's seva. And when that Krishna's seva is utilized in the service of Krishna rightly, then this can happen. Isn't it? When we are seeing from morning till evening, we are burning our calories, going after workers, going after masons, going after this person, contractors. We are burning our energy in the morning till evening, so that nobody cheats us, everything is utilized properly. If the same thing would be prepared outside the material world, it will cost 300 crores. But here, everybody is doing freely. I don't get any pagar. हाँ? जगत कृष्णा, मेरे को पगार मिलता है क्या इधर? लोचन कृष्ण को पगार मिलता है क्या इधर? आपको पगार मिलता है इधर? So everybody is selflessly serving Sri Hari, and Hari is fulfilling the desire of Guru and Krishna. And in terms, we are getting purified, because we are rendering devotional service in accordance to the teachings of a Guru, and in that endeavor, you will get purified. And you will also renounce your fruits of your, karmic, little money. Then you will also, चलो मैं भी पैसा देता हूँ, मैं भी कुछ करता हूँ, मैं पूरा फुल टाइम नहीं हूँ, तो चलो मैं अपना कुछ लक्ष्मी देता हूँ बनने में, है ना? वो लक्ष्मी देने में ही भी भगवान आपको आशीर्वाद देते. Isn't it? भक्ति भागवत गीता के भक्ति योग में तीसरा, चौथा श्लोक, पांचवा श्लोक, तुम भक्त को सहायता भी करोगे तो भगवान भी तुमको आशीर्वाद देगा. क्योंकि भक्त जो है सही, आपका जो श्रम है, श्रम का फ्रूट है, वो ठाकुर जी के चरणों में लगा देता. और आपको भी इन टर्म एक ना एक दिन विरक्ति पैदा होती है. आप भी बोलेंगे, प्रभु जी मैं आ रहा हूं वानप्रस्थ में आश्रम में रहने के लिए. कोई बोलेगा नहीं प्रभु जी मैं ब्रह्मचारी आश्रम बनने के लिए तैयार हूं. मैं प्रभु जी नहीं, मैं आपका असिस्टेंट बनने के लिए तैयार हूं, मैं पूरे लाइफ टाइम. तो ऐसे भगवान प्रेरणा दे देगा. सब लोगों को देते हैं. महिलाएं कुकिंग करते रहते हैं, फूल बनाते रहते हैं, सब लोगों को भगवान आशीर्वाद देते. भगवान के लिए माला बनाते. हम लोग खरीद के नहीं लाते, दुकान से लाते हैं क्या? भक्त लोग जो 16 माला जप करते हैं, यहां पर महिलाएं बैठती है, भगवान का जप करती हैं और उसके बाद में माला बनाती हैं, तो उनका भी भक्ति बढ़ रहा है. अरे मैंने ठाकुर जी के लिए भक्ति. अगर ईगो आ गया तो हरि बोल. Isn't it? क्या रखा है इस संसार में? हाँ, बताइए. है कुछ अच्छा प्रपोजल है क्या आपको संसार में? मेरे को बताइए. है कुछ अच्छा प्रपोजल है? तो फिर क्या तकलीफ? फिर हम लोग मर के फिर मर क्यों रहे? आ जाओ तो कि नहीं फुल टाइम सेवा में. हाँ, ना बच्चा है भक्ता है, उसको भी भक्त बनाओ. पत्नी है वो नहीं बन रही है भक्त, उसको बुलाओ, पकड़ के ले आओ. तो उनको बातें बाकी माताओं से मिलाओ. जब उनकी कॉन्शियसनेस की रिफ्लेक्शंस उनसे ऊपर पड़ेंगे, वो भी भक्त बन जाएंगे. नहीं तो वो बोलेंगे चल आती है क्या खंडाला. हाँ, क्या नेचर ऑफ द मटेरियलिस्टिक वर्ल्ड इज लाइक दैट, बिकॉज दे वांट टू ग्रेटिफाई द सेंसेस. दैट्स व्हाट Prabhupada ji is telling in this shloka. So we have to, we have to make everybody devotee in our family, neighbors, business, wherever we go. Jare dekho tahe kaho Krishna upadesh. And that's it. In this lifetime, if you have given your life to Guru, your life is successful. मगर आप बोलेंगे कहाँ आ जाऊंगा, यहाँ पर सुबह मंगल आरती उठना पड़ेगा 3:30 बजे, अबे क्या करूं, घर में तो मैं 11 बजे उठता हूं, कोई पूछता नहीं, मैं खुद ही का बॉस हूं वहां पर। यहाँ पर तो सूरदास प्रभु का डंडा पड़ेगा, सुबह 3:30 बजे उठना पड़ेगा। हाँ, वहां पर तो कोई भी नहीं देख रहा है मेरे को, मैं क्या कर रहा हूं। जो अपने जीवन की निजी स्वतंत्रता को गुरु और कृष्ण की सेवा में लगाता है, वो भौतिक संसार से स्वतंत्र हो जाता है। याद रखना, उसको जिंदगी में कोई चीज की आवश्यकता नहीं होती है, सब कुछ आ जाता है आसानी से, एंडेवर करके नहीं, आसानी से। कभी कभी भक्तों का एंडेवर लगता है संसारी व्यक्ति के एंडेवर से मिलता जुलता है, यह ऐसे नहीं। कभी लगता है भक्तों का एंडेवर और संसारी व्यक्ति का एंडेवर सेम है, मगर एक एंडेवर है अपनी इंद्र तृप्ति के लिए और एक एंडेवर है गुरु और कृष्ण की प्रसन्नता के लिए। दोनों में जमीन आसमान अंतर है कि नहीं? So once you understand this, then you can understand completely Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay? And in that situation, if you are doing your devotional service, my dear friends, you will become very happy. In my 48 years of my spiritual life, I have never ever been unhappy. Let me tell you, friend. Never ever been unhappy. Yes, momentary unhappiness will come. अरे जगत कृष्ण का हेल्थ बराबर नहीं है, वो मंगल आरती नहीं आ रहा है, वो टाइम पे नहीं आ रहा है, 2000 लाइफ में 2000 कांग्रेगेशन डिवोटीज दीक्षा लेके चले गए मगर आते नहीं है, ये हमारा अनहैप्पीनेस है। बाकी कोई अनहैप्पीनेस नहीं है। मेरे क्रोध करने का कोई रीज़न नहीं है, मगर क्रोध करने का एक ही रीज़न है कि मेरे जितने बच्चे हैं वो फल नहीं रहे हैं, फूल नहीं रहे हैं, दीक्षा देने के बाद भी घर में पड़े रहते हैं। मेरा कोई पर्सनल ग्राइंडिंग स्टोन नहीं है। All absolutely for you to transform your lives on the path of Krishna consciousness. That is it. That's my real happiness. श्रील प्रभुपाद की, बोलो आप सब की, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama